You're almost done.
Alright, we're going to show you how to lace a 48 spoked rim.
These are the materials that you'll need to start your rim.
The spokes,
The hub,
one complete set of nipples.
and a rim.
Alright, here's a rim that we already did, which took us like 10 hours trying to find a video on YouTube, and we never found one, so we found one thing, so that's why we're making this video. To start off, you're going to need 12 spokes. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is put it on every other hole. And these are going to be kind of inward. You can see they're going inward. So put it on every other hole. Alright, well once you have that done, you're ready to put it on the rim. Well, your starting point will be right next to the valve hole. You're going to want to start on the highest one next to the valve hole, which is the left side. Now you're going to want to take out your nipples. Party bags are great for storing, and now we have them out. Now we're ready to install them. You're going to put it in the left side of the valve hole, which should be the higher one.
You want to take about four or five turns on the nipple.
4 or 5 half turns on the nipple, just so it's, you know, kind of. Now that you have the first one in, you're going to want to count 3 holes after, so the first one doesn't count. So 1, 2, 3, and then put it in the 4th hole. So there should be 3 holes in between the 2 spokes. Now just continue that pattern throughout the whole rim now.
This is what it should look like.
Now what you're going to want to do is flip it. Now you're going to need another 12 spokes. Look for the spoke that you started with, which was the one right next to the valve hole. And now that it's flipped, it should be on the right side. Now the hole that you're going to need to put your first spoke into is going to be to the right of the one that you started with. So as you can see, it's a little bit offset. So you can see it's going to be a little bit offset just by like a half of a circle of a hole. And so put that one in just the same way you put the other ones in. Now what you're going to want to do is take the first spoke that was a little bit to the right and put it on the right side of the spoke you started with. Then give the nipple about 4 or 5 turns. Half turns. And just continue that pattern throughout the whole rim. Alright, this is how it should look after you've already finished with that section. Now flip the rim over. Now we're going back to the side we started with. Now turn the hub counterclockwise. Now that the hub is turned, we're now ready to put on the 3rd set of spokes. Now pick any random hole and put the spoke in the opposite way that you put the first set of spokes in. So that's going to be like that. They're going to be going over. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky. Alright, now this is where it starts to get tricky. This spoke is going to be going through 4 other spokes. So turn it counterclockwise, and now you're going to have to skip this spoke, and then now put it under the 3rd spoke you're going to be crossing, and then over the 4th. So it's going over 4 spokes, and now you're going to be putting it in this hole. Pass me the nipple. Now you just screw the nipple on. Now once that's on, you just continue that process throughout the whole rim. Now you're going to want to take the next spoke and bend it enough just so it doesn't kink. And you're going to bend this so then you can make it go under the spoke you just put on. So this is the spoke we just last put on. Now you're going to want to go under that spoke. Now you're going to go under this spoke. So this could get tricky and you might have to fight it, but it will end up working. Now you go under that one, then over this next one, and you're probably gonna want to bend it back just enough. Put the next nipple on. Well, that's how it's gonna be, and just continue that process throughout the whole rim, and it might get trickier and trickier as you go along. And don't worry about bending your spoke too much, just bend it enough so it doesn't kink. Once you true it, the spokes will get straightened again, like this one. Alright. Alright, there you go.
Alright, this is what the rim should look like when it's halfway done.
The spokes look like they're bent, because they are bent, but that's how they're supposed to be.
Yeah, don't worry. When you tighten the nipples, they'll all straighten out. They'll get tighter.
Alright, we're already halfway done. Well, more than halfway, but we're halfway done with the whole side. So this side's complete. We still got to do the other side, but dang!
This is the deaf dog. Daisy,
Yeah.
Daisy, Daisy, Daisy.
Daisy!
That's not her name. That's why she's not looking. No, I'm just-
Daisy!
Daisy,
Where are you?
hey, hey,
Come here!
treat, treat, treat. There you go. Now she looks. Daisy. Oh, she's looking now. Okay.
Daisy! Alright, so we're already about 75% done with spoking the whole rim. You can see that it's kind of like a spiral looking thing. That's kind of what you want. You know, it's kind of like twisty looking. We still got to do the whole other side. You can see it's kind of pushed out, but once we, you know, lace the other side, it'll kind of even itself out. But that's how it should look. So now we're just gonna lace the other side. Right now you're just gonna want to like do the same process, but it's kind of like backwards. So yeah. I'm making a video.
Okay.
Alright, so it's the same process, just backwards. So you're going to want to count again. This is the really confusing part. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to go over all 4. So including the one right here, which it doesn't really look like it's going over, but it is. So yeah, so go. And you're going to want to bend this kind of like this, but just, okay. Just don't kink it.
You almost kinked your finger.
Alright, see, so that's what you're gonna kind of want. You might need to bend it more depending on how easy it is to put in. But so go over that one, and then the third one you're gonna want to go under, and then over this one, and kind of bend her back. Now you might need someone to push the hub down. Push the hub down. All right, just enough. You're gonna break my leg. Oh. Yeah, that's probably gonna happen because the nipples are kind of stuck, but that's normal.
Made it work though.
Because the nipples kind of get stuck in the hole. All right, so yeah, that's how it should be.
Be careful with your nipples. Oh, what the heck, dude?
Yeah, the nipple might reattach in the spoke, so don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Here, I'll do it.
Bend the spoke back.
Is that the way it goes?
Yeah. Flip it over again.
Like this.
Kind of confusing. So one of our spokes came off.
Just make sure
But-
you tighten them.
He probably didn't do 4 or 5 half turns like he should have, but
Alright.
yeah, it's good now.
Now just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Don't stop. Just
Don't stop.
All right, stop. You stop.
I wasn't about to start singing Kesha.
Yeah, we're gonna cut this out of the video. No, really. Sorry if my fat hands blocked away. Yeah. It should be harder and harder as you go along. That's how you know it's really working.
Especially the last one.
The last spoke's always the hardest. Sorry if people interrupt, but here you go.
Okay.
Well, once you're almost done with the rim, you might want to pick up some of these babies. They work pretty good. Are they your grandpa's truck? I don't know, but they seem pretty good. I mean, just pick some of these up and you should be good. Yeah. Get one for you and one for the person helping you. Yeah.
Well, I do the. This is how the other side of the rim should look when it's halfway done.
It's more than halfway done.
Well, now
It's more than halfway done, okay?
He's putting on the 7th spoke. So there's 12.
It's
So now the one he's
like-
putting on,
It's like 80% done already.
it's like 60% done. Learn
It's
how
like
to count.
80.
Learn how to count.
80.
Learn how to count.
We're already done with this
it
whole
was
side.
80%,
That's already 50%. This is another.
I'm
So it's
talking about
75% done.
I'm talking about with the holes that you need left. Out of the 12 holes, you put on right now gonna be 7, and then you need.
Could you stop bothering me?
5 more. Shut up. 5 more holes. So if it were to be 80% done, you'd have 10 holes done, and you need 2 more, but you don't. You don't. Okay, so that's. Yeah.
We're not putting that on there.
This is just an update. We're putting it on there.
Now that we have the last one on here.
Oh wait, we're missing a nipple. No, I'm just joking.
No, we have the.
This is a historic moment because we just finished, and we've been here all day. As you can see, the sun's going down. Blah blah.
So, hold on, I can't see the sun. No, I just made it brighter. Hold on, I'm trying to make it lighter. There. Okay, you can see the sun. The sun's not really going down. What time is it? It's like 5 or 6.
Hey, we've been out here for like 3 hours.
We've been here for 3 hours.
There she is. Now we're gonna put the bearings on, and this thing,
What is that? The axle?
the axle and the cassette. I think it's called that. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go. All right. Now we're starting to true the rim. So just like put the rim on forks, or just the forks or the back of the frame, just so that you can turn it. And the turning is, where you can see if it's unlevel, and obviously it's very unlevel. But the spokes are all done already, so all we gotta do is tighten the nipple. All right, so just tighten them down so they're all equal. So you can see these are up, these are down, so just so they're all equal. Okay, now we'll get back to you. As you can see, this spoke looks kind of bent up in a way. This one right here, and there's still some thread on it. So what you want to do is just fill up that thread with the nipple. So watch. So what you're gonna see is the spoke just like straighten completely. So as you can see, that's what it did. And just go on to the next and the next and the next. And once you have all that, you might have to loosen some, tighten some, just to make it perfect. But that's basically, how it is. That's it. All right, here's the rim all laced up. This is how it should look when it's done. There's that side. Here's that side. Yep.
As we promised, all the spokes straightened out.
Yep. You can see the spokes aren't all tweaked the way they were.
No more tweaking.
That's it.
All right.
Later.
Thanks for watching.